Alright y'all, so for today's meal, which is a honey garlic chicken, you will need some chicken. I do use chicken breast usually, and then I like any type of pepper, any type of hot pepper. So I have a jalapeno today, and then any type of bell pepper. I have a red bell pepper, and also some onions. I make this with a side of broccoli, but you can use any type of vegetable or any type of side that you want. You actually don't even have to have a side. And I also use rice, okay? As far as seasoning, I feel like whatever you are comfortable with using, use that. So I am gonna season my chicken pretty simple with garlic powder, this Blackened Seasoning from Zatarain's. It's really good. It makes things just a little bit salty, salt and pepper. And that's about it. As far as the honey garlic, we're not making that honey garlic from scratch. If you want to, you sure can. I got this from Meyer, but after this is done, I'm gonna try a different brand. This is really good, but I do want to try different brands. So this is Iron Kitchen honey garlic stir fry and marinade. So this is what we're gonna use for the sauce. Also, I am going to fry the chicken separately, and I do use cornstarch, but you can use any type of frying that you want, and you also don't even have to fry. If you can do whatever as far as the chicken is concerned. Alright. So first things first, I'm going to boil the water for the broccoli. I do like my broccoli to be boiled. I like it to be pretty soft, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to start now. Sometimes I make broccoli in a pan that looks like this. So whatever you have at home is okay. Just use whatever you have. Let you turn on the oven for that to get started. So we're going to let that broccoli water get nice and boiled before we add the broccoli. So for the rice, you can use any type of rice. I am going to be using jasmine rice today. To put my rice in the refrigerator because it helps to preserve the lifespan of it. So that's why I'm putting it in the refrigerator. Right now is cleaning the rice. So I'm just cleaning the rice a little bit. Once again, sometimes I just be doing stuff, but I heard some time ago that it's good to clean some of the starch off of the rice. So that's what I'm doing right here. And also don't use hot water because you don't want to cook the rice yet. Alright, so that was 3/4 of a cup. And 2 3/4 of water. What is that? What is that whole? So yeah, just make this much of butter to here. And I have it pretty high right now because I want the water to get to boiling. And once it boils, I'm going to turn it on low and then add the salt and then put the top on it to finish cooking. So that's how I feel like I get pretty good rice. And so it's 10:04 right now, and I'm going to let that actually just do its thing real quick. So I'm not even going to care about the time right now. Okay, so now we're going to get into cutting up the vegetables. Alright y'all, so now the water is boiling. Alright y'all, I'm going to pause on chopping up these vegetables real quick because the rice is doing the boiling situation like I was talking about. So now I'm going to turn it on low so it can calm down a little bit and just, you know, simmer. So I am using sea salt, but once again, you can season your rice however you please. So I already added butter at first. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of salt. Alright, and then I'm just going to put the top on it, and right now it is 10:11, so I'm going to check back in about 5 minutes to see what it's doing. I'm going to stir it up a little bit and just see what it's doing. Alright, I'm going back to chopping these jalapenos. Once again, you can use any type of hot pepper. You do not even have to add a hot pepper. It is what it is. Alright y'all, so you want to make sure that you dry off your stuff before you put it in the pan. So what I like to do when I have onions and peppers and stuff like that, I like to go ahead and fry it first. and then set it to the side, and then fry whatever meat that I have, and then at the end add everything together. Right now I'm just adding a little bit of oil to the pan so that I can saute these peppers and onions a little bit on medium heat. Okay, so in my opinion, the water for the broccoli is doing what it needs to do. So I'm just gonna add a lot of salt to that water. And then also make sure that you are rinsing off your peppers and your onions and also your broccoli and just everything that you cook before you cut it up and put it in the pan. Okay, so for the broccoli, I usually just like to get the crowns because I don't really do anything with the stems. But back when I used to make smoothies, I did used to save the stems because I used to add them to my smoothies. But today I'm just gonna trash it. Before we put the broccoli and the peppers in the pan, I'm gonna check on this rice. Okay, so in my opinion, this rice is doing what it needs to do. I am gonna leave it on for a little bit longer. Alright, so I am gonna add some salt and pepper to these peppers. And actually, because I like just a little bit more spice, I am gonna add just a little bit of cayenne. Just a very little bit, sort of, I guess. And then I'm gonna just let this sit and do its thing for a little bit. I don't want them to be completely soft. Just, what's the word? Wilted? Not wilted. Whatever. We're gonna leave that be. Alright y'all, so I got two pretty decent sized breasts right here, and I'm just gonna chop them up. So I just wanted to have a quick conversation. So I am a mom to a toddler. She will be 5 in a few days. And I don't know, am I the only one that does not like to do kid activities? Alright y'all, so the peppers and onions still need a little bit more time. The broccoli also still needs a little bit more time, but I am gonna add this blackened seasoning to the broccoli. Like I said, it just gives to the water. It just gives a little bit of a kick, not too much. And I really just like this stuff. So as I said, to fry up the chicken, I am going to use some cornstarch. But you can use anything. You can use flour. You don't have to fry it all. You can just sear it with a little bit of oil. You don't have to use anything. Just your preference. Just a little bit of garlic powder to the cornstarch. Add a little bit of this blackened seasoning. Alright, so I do like to dry off my meat. Okay, so drying off your meats and drying off your everything pretty much helps the seasonings and stuff to stick to it. Alright y'all, so these peppers and onions are pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these off the oil so that we can add the chicken up in this pot. So it's feeling pretty soft. I think I'm gonna turn this off and drain the water soon. Alright y'all, so now that the chicken is in the pan, I am gonna add some pepper and some salt. So I'm just gonna let that fry up, leave it alone for a little bit before I flip it. And we are almost finished. Alright y'all, so right now I'm just about to add a little bit of butter to the big pan because I'm about to get the sauce. I'm just about to warm up the sauce so that I can add everything else. You don't have to add butter. I just do like to add just a little bit of butter. And I'm gonna get that nice and melted. And then I'm gonna add the sauce and then add everything else. Just to let y'all know, I am gonna set my chicken off to the side. Alright, so in my opinion, the butter is nice and melted, so I am going to add some of the honey garlic sauce. So you do want to be able to coat the chicken. I personally don't like a lot of sauce, so add as much as you feel necessary. So we're going to let that simmer for a little bit. Once it starts to get the bubbling in the middle, that's when I'll know to add all the rest of the ingredients and stuff. I am going to drain these this broccoli. Everything needs to go ahead and be added on in here. Give everything a good stir. Alright, so I'm gonna let that simmer for a little bit, probably about 3 minutes. While that's doing that, I'm gonna chop up some green onions just to add some raw green onions up on top, and then we'll be finished. Alright y'all, so that completes today's video. This again was honey garlic chicken with a side of broccoli and rice. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you would like for me to make in the future. Thank you. Bye.